Hello, everyone, and welcome to our Act Like a Man podcast. And for today, I have a very special guest, very well-known real estate guy. He's on YouTube, he's on Facebook, he's everywhere. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's all welcome Mr. Carl D.
Hi there, Pastor Dennis.
Hello, Carl. Kamusta?
Really good friend of mine for a long time already. From one daughter to now 4 kids ka na, no, Pastor?
Yes, 4 kids. You also, how many kids do you have now?
From zero now, I have three daughters.
Diyan lang pala ako lumamang sa'yo.
Yeah.
Yung buhok sa taas, kilay kasi tay tayo, tay. Sa mata, tay. So sa anak, lamang ako ng isa sa'yo.
We had one extra honeymoon.
You were so busy selling real estate that I had more time for honeymoon. Carl, maybe it would be good to introduce who you are, what do you do, and a little bit about your family before we start.
You know, Pastor, and all the viewers, hi there. Just really want to make this backstory quick. No? So I'm here right now, and I'm going to share with you dad parenting hacks. No, but I'm not a doctor or a parenting guru or expert. No. I'm a guy who was struggling how to be a dad few years ago. So it's my eldest is now 12, and we've been married for 17 years. No, so backstory is first 5 years we had difficulty having our kids. We were praying. That's how I went. I got to meet Pastor Dan, praying really hard for a baby. And after 5 years, God answered our prayer. Had one daughter. After 3 months, wife got pregnant again. Second daughter along the way. So I'm now back on my knees. Lord, sobra naman to, biglaan, dalawa sabay. How am I gonna do this? The first 5 years was very difficult for me, Pastor. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to be a husband. In a way, I kind of like flight went away. So I focused on my work, my career. Then when my daughter was 5 years old na, yung daughter na pinagharapan ko i-pray na, 5 and 4, I realized that I was missing at the first 5 years of their life.
Wow.
And whenever I'm there, I was this cranky, disciplinarian dad na nakakainis. Kahit ako nainis ako sa sarili ko. Diba? So which led me to give up my corporate work and restructure my whole life so I can spend more time with my family.
Nice.
So after that, my third daughter came, and I started to be intentional in learning how to be a dad. So and I know madaming dads out there na struggling. Ano ba dapat gawin? How am I gonna deal with my kids, my daughter, my wife?
So being a dad is not a natural inclination for many men out there. I think lalo na yung mga matagal ng single and they get married and they have kids. It's like, okay, what do I do with this kid? Diba? What do I do with this child? And I think you went through that process of, I need to learn how to be a better dad and how to be a good dad. And I think that's a process that we have. And that's why we have channels like this and interviews like this to help a lot of men out there. So what happened? How did you go about it?
Ayun na, I started intentionally learning, humbling myself, taking away my dad pride, taking away my desire to be high quality, honor student, ganon. So when I finally accepted that what I need to be is to be a love giver muna. A giver of love, giver of time, medyo nabago. So with my eldest, of course, I did so many wrong things in the first 5 years. I'm trying to catch up. How about you, Pastor Dennis?
Same, almost the same. The first one is always the trial and error. Diba? It's either you really don't know what you're doing or you're too legalistic on the first one and you follow all the rules in the parenting book na iba naman yung context ng parenting book sa anak mo, which is very different, So I made all the mistakes also.
So now here I am, no? Parang friends have nudged me na, Carl, maraming husbands out there, maraming dads who needs guidance, diba? Like what you're doing, act like a man. A lot of husbands need to act like a man. So that's where I'm coming from. It's just really to be able to reach out to husbands and dads out there na, uy, may ganun way pala. Kasi wala naman course on how to be a dad eh.
Yes. Yeah. So what are those things? How did you, knowing you're a strategizer when it comes to business. I see you how you strategize. Pagkausap ka namin ni Tammy, parang, uy, grabe, may blueprint na si Carl kung paano papalakihin yung real estate. And for sure, you might have a strategy also on how to become a better dad. Maybe share to us some of your best practices on how you're able to do that.
Thank you for that, Pastor Dennis. You know, what Pastor Dennis just did is very helpful. Encouraging words. Dad, we have to be naturally encouraging. And what Pastor Dennis just did, no, guys, if you see it, no, before niya ako pinasalita, he made me comfortable by affirming me on what I do. So that's something na, hindi siya part dun sa 5, pero number 1, I think important is yung affirmation. Wherein, before you let your daughter, your kids speak, you say something good about them para comfortable sila. You're a natural, Mr. Pastor Dennis. I want to share, I prepared 5 hacks, guys, no? 5 dad hacks, parenting hacks that I've developed along the way. Na-develop ko to because, I have a hard time with my kids. I have a hard time getting them to do their chores, their tasks, getting them out of their gadget, and iniwasan ko maging nagger. Nagger, na ulit ng ulit tayo, especially ngayong ECQ, no? So I want to share with you the 5 hacks that I've developed. So first hack that I want to share is what we call the gadget jailbox. Ito kasi, Pastor, we realized when the ECQ started, parang puro gadget lang yung mga kids natin. Na morning, gadget, noon, gadget, dinner time, gadget. So what we did was, first, to write the rules down on paper. So parang meron kang guiding rule. Okay, no gadget during breakfast, before Devo, no gadget during mealtime, do your homework for. Tapos may certain time na gadget time lang. So number 1 yan, Pastor, na guys, na the rules has to be written down.
Yes.
Number 2, instead of me punishing my daughter, punishing them, getting the gadget from them, we made the box and we call it the gadget jail. So now, whenever the kids are gadgeting outside of the rules, we will put the gadget into the jail. In fact, there are times sila pang naglalagay sa jail. Oh, girls, look like you did not follow the guidelines. So your gadget has to go to jail. So are you seeing the approach, no? Na
yes.
hindi siya tawag nila sa business is friction point.
True.
So you're still talking. Go ahead, Pastor.
Hindi, parang di mo kailangan magalit. Okay, exactly. You broke the rule, put it there. No more questions, no discussions.
Exactly.
No, that's a best practice. Galing, yeah.
So you avoid the friction point. In business, you do that. You avoid friction points. I was talking to RJ Ledesma when we brainstorm about business. They ask you, what are the stress points? So that's something you can apply sa family mo. What are your stress points with your teenage kid? So gadget jailbox, okay, meron pa to. So once nasa gadget jailbox na, meron ng step 3. There is a way for your kid to bail out yung gadget nila. Yun.
How much?
So what is
How
that?
much?
Huwag pera kasi iba matuturo sa anak natin nun. So since my kids are girls, iba yung approach, diba? So I tell them, okay, sige, if you tidy up, you're ganon. If you do this extra learning for me, we value kasi learning in the house. So it's called self-learning. Self-learning is hindi mo kailangan may magsabi sa'yo. Basta you have a question, you find what's the answer. So they can be learning another language. So to bail out your gadget, you have to do an extra task. Yan. So it can be something from them also. Hindi kailangan ikaw mag-dictate para, sige, Katie, what extra task do you want to do today? What extra chore? Sabihin nila, sige, Daddy, I'm gonna exercise today. So once they do that, they can now bail yung gadget nila. So what is that teaching our kids subconsciously? Resiliency. Now, when they fail, when they make a mistake, it's not the end. You can always do something to bounce back and repent. Di ba, Pastor? So that's the number 1 technique, no? I want to share with you number 2 technique. Okay ba, Pastor? What do you think of my gadget jail technique?
Galing. Kung binebenta mo yan, bibili ako.
Yon. So number 2 technique, ito naman, nag-stem out to from our daughters not doing their tasks. So, simple as tidying up, helping out sa chores, fixing their laundry, mga labada nila. And then, na-realize ko, kain din sila ng kain ng snack during ECQ tuwing hapon, di ba? Naghahanap din ng makakain. So sabi ko, instead na magiging nagger tayo na, oh, you do this, you do that, di mo pa nagagawa to, ano ka ba? I will punish you, I will punish you. Ginawa natin incentivize. So, what we tell our kids is, okay, if you do this, do that, do this, do that, if like my daughters, pasensya na kayo, I know they're kids, but they don't like to brush their teeth, di ba? Kahit babae sila. So that's my struggle, no? Tanghali na. Say, girls, did you brush your teeth? Daddy, I'm still going to eat lunch. Gabi na, dinner.
Good reasoning.
Did you brush your teeth? Not yet, Daddy, because I'm going to eat dinner pa. You know? So my question now, hindi na did you brush your teeth? When was the last time you brushed your teeth? So the brushing of the teeth has been a struggle for me and my daughter. So ngayon, sa incentive box, if you brush your teeth, do your exercise, do your devo, finish your homework on time, tidy up, by nighttime, 8 o'clock, we will now go to the incentive box. Pwede kang pumili. So this is done MWF. So, kunwari, every 2 days, instead of ninanad ko sila na, ang sinasabi ko lang sa kanila is, hey, who wants to join the incentive reward later? If you want to join, you just have to do your brush your teeth, or your study table is untidy, you have to fix it. So, with this method, napansin ko na nagmamadali na sila na ayusin yung dapat ayusin. Kasi ang message is, do you want to join the incentive box? This is actually something I learned. It's called a gamification. You make your whole parang like a game, hindi like a nag or a punishment. And it's also an incentive technique na kagana. Kasi we also want to teach our kids na ganahan kayo sa buhay, because if you exert your effort, you will be rewarded.
Yes.
So, any input, Pastor Dennis?
Galing. Go ahead.
Okay, go. Sige. So,
I'm learning.
If you see in the picture, no, these are just, pasensya na sa mga mommies out there. I'm a dad, no, so puro junk food. But this is really fun, Every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, mga 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, when they're finished with all their things, they showered na, we will go to the box and I would open it, and they will really spend time choosing. Daddy, I'm gonna get noodles today. Daddy, I'm gonna get chips. I'm gonna get crinkles, or and then they would write their name. I have 3 kids, so they would write their name and keep their incentive. So, yung punishment nagiging happy. Wow, okay. So, every day, I've been using this technique for the whole ACQ, and so far, wala pa kami masyadong stress point. And then, since tumatagal na sa ECQ, nagiging mas exciting na. Meron na tayong mga package promo, buy one, take one. Doon sa mga slow-moving item natin, Steve C. Di ba? Steve C. I learned it from Steve C. So yung mga maliliit na item na iiwan, pinapackage ko together, bundles. So now it's moving. And then sometimes when they get more, they give to the yaya. So natuturuan din sila ng generosity. Tapos meron akong mga araw na pag talagang sobrang lazy nila, yung hindi naka-qualify, makukuha ng isang daughter yung prize. So yung isa ayaw magpatalo, humahabol siya sa pag-brush ng teeth niya. So really, really fun gamification technique based on yung source, which is for them to do their chores and their task. Ayan, Pastor Dennis. Any comment while I move to the next?
Ang galing. I wanna see the next one.
So,
again,
5 yan lahat.
Kung binenta mo to, maraming bibili. Okay, next.
Ito, medyo boring siguro. It's not as fun as gamification, but it helps build the foundation. It's called the block schedule. So don't mind what's written there. A draft lang yan. No? So when the ECQ started, we decided ni Jenny na we need to put some structure into our kids' day. We live kasi on a day-to-day. Kami dito sa house, we live on a day-to-day. So we just set the morning routines, like when you wake up, what to do. Ito na-learn din natin to sa corporate world. So just sa mga viewers, I used to work for Ayala Land, for the Sobels, for more than 10 years. So it's been a very blessing time of my life kasi I learned a lot of structure, the corporate way. Alam mo naman tayo sa Chinese style, wala tayong structure, di ba? Gut feel lang lahat. Saka, So I learned a lot of structure na, wow, it can help you pala even into your family life. So number 3 technique will be the block schedule technique. The block schedule is just to help the kids know what is their day like. Pero not nitty-gritty. Big blocks. So umaga is your wake-up routine. Kasama rin is pag-breakfast, devotion. 9 to 12 will be study. Homeschool, study. Walang gagawin kundi aral. Then lunchtime, very clear. May break time also. Then we also give self-learning time. Ito yung time wherein they are encouraged to study anything outside of school. So this can be as simple as, Daddy, I'm curious about how a washing machine works. Go. Daddy, I'm curious about how to be a famous Instagrammer. Go. So self-learning. So parang ma-break mo yung mold from schoolwork and self-growth. And there's always exercise because we believe that it has to be a balance and fun time. Parang naka-indicate din yung fun time. What is this subconsciously telling our kids? Na there's balance. And there's always fun time. Hindi yung si daddy talaga puro aral, or puro ganon. It's clear na there's a fun time. By the way, guys, this is for, I'm a guy, no? So, kami kasi ni Jenny, we split the responsibility. I take on this performance stuff. Jenny would take on the more nurturing stuff. So, this is really to develop, what we want kasi, Pastor Dennis, is what are we subconsciously telling our kids? Like kami, in our household, it's okay to make a mistake. When something happens and there's a mistake that happened, immediate is, it's okay. How can we move forward?
Yeah.
Laging moving forward. Hindi yung, bakit kasi last week, ganun ginawa mo, last time, ganun. It's moving backward, di ba? So it's always pushing things forward. Kasi we want our daughters to know na when life happens to you, you just move along. But of course, God is always the center of our family. It's always an audience of one. What does God want you to do? So that audience of one has been helpful. We've been using that guiding principle na don't worry about your friends, what they say, as long as you're making God happy, you're good. Yeah. So that's number 3. Number 3 ba to?
Yes, that's number 3.
Number 4. Any comment at this point, Pastor?
Ang ganda nung, I like how you do your time block. It's not too rigid. When it becomes too rigid, sometimes yung expectation are unmet. And the parents would feel frustrated, hindi mo na gawa, 'di ba? Ito naka 30-minute block tayo, dapat tatapos mo. At least on a block like that, there's more space and it creates more innovation and creativity for the kids. Hindi sila nasasakal sa schedule ng magulang.
Yeah, you're right, Pastor. Buti nabanggit mo. It's a guide. May mga araw na hindi mapa-follow, it's okay. But it's just a general guide. What you don't want to happen is kasi a whole one, di ba, school will start later on pa. So, a whole month that will pass by na walang growth and learning. Yeah. Yes. And when we say growth and learning, Pastor, hindi lang siya mind. It's all. Spiritual. Like kami with our kids, we have our morning devotion together. And we always ask them, what are you praying for today? What are you looking forward to today? So, and what is the message of the Devo taught you today? So, as parents, we also engage our kids in those conversations. So you follow the big block. Number 4. Number 4. This is the goal board. So this is something na we do once a year. And I'm sure you do it also, Pastor, no? Wherein you just bring your kids together. Oh, by the way, Pastor, the block scheduling, the incentive rules are all done together with the kids. Hindi yan tayo nagdi-dictate. We sit them down and say, okay, what do you think will make it work? So even their schedule is done together with them para may buy-in nila. So that's what I learned also in the corporate world. Diba? Kailangan may buy-in ng lahat ng tao. May participation. Number 4 will be the goal board. So this is something na can be big, can be small. Like what we showed here is our yearly goal board. So this is what we did nung December, wherein everybody has their own illustration board and they're just free-flowing to write what their goals are. So we have many mini goal boards also. So mini goal boards is goal boards for summer. Kung talaga you wanna drill it out, okay, what is your goal board for May? Okay, depende sa age ng kids natin. And let them freely write what is in their heart. No criticizing. Let them really talk. So you wanna have a culture in your family na you're free to talk. Diba? Sabi nga nila, the house should be the safest place on earth. Your house, not your neighbor's house. So,
agree.
Agree. Yeah. So feel free to add any inputs, Pastor.
Yeah.
If your daughter, your son is hurt outside, when they come home, there should be no criticism, but a lot of acceptance and love.
Yeah, I think kasi nasanay din tayo na sa family, a lot of families very sarcastic, hindi tayo caring sa each other. We actually need to be very intentional about it. And this is, I'm telling you, Carl, this could be an issue. This has been an ongoing issue with us that we are now made aware of na, kasi I grew up very sarcastic. So sometimes, di ba?
Share.
Oh, di ba parang ang hirap na sarcastic ka rin sa anak mo, tas mali yun, di ba? Parang maling-mali yun, di ba? So sometimes may mga old default system tayo and an open communication para no judgment among our family members to create that positive atmosphere inside the house, no? So this is something very intentional na kailangan natin ginagawa. Very deliberate tayo, na aware tayo, lalo na yung mga hindi mahilig mag-positive words na mag-affirm sa tao. This is something that you need to be made aware of so that you can do something about it.
Thank you, Pastor. Yeah, you mentioned a lot of keywords, which is wag tayo judgmental. You're right, no? We all grew up in that culture. So we have to be, what you mentioned, intentional, not to pass it on to our kids.
Mm.
And you also mentioned, Pastor, about not being sarcastic, no? That tayo kasi we joke things around eh. 'Di ba? Parang yung kunyari, yung sobrang sipag mo, tulog ka ng tulog ah. Yung mga ganong klaseng ano. Parang oxymoron ba tawag, kabaliktaran. Let's avoid that kasi nako-confuse mo lang yung mga kids natin eh.
Tama. Yeah. Ako, I have to undo a lot of it because some of it nakuha ng mga panganay ko. So dahil nga ganun ako lumaki. No, very sarcastic yung pamilya namin. And that's our love language, which I'm trying to change now. And I've been changing for many years now.
Yeah, it's a good thing you mentioned it. No? So men, guys out there, I guess we want to really share with you that may way out of that old sarcastic, judgmental approach, which is through proper affirmation, proper communication. Like, random sample, may nagawa yung kid mo na ayaw mo. You can just say it with love na, uy, don't do that kasi it's gonna burn your hands. You don't need to say, oh, baka mamumu ka or something. We don't need to say those things.
80s na 80s no, may mumu dyan.
Diba? So just be direct and say, oh, don't touch the frying pan kasi you'll get burned. Ganon. Moving on, Pastor.
And last, number 5.
Yeah. By the way, itong goal board, last but not the least, it's also a way for you to understand what is in the heart of our kid. Our kid. Like, kunyari dito, we see that ang gusto pala ng eldest namin is yung gymnastics. Talaga nasa heart na yun kasi nasulat niya eh. And big bold letters eh. We also asked, our goal board pala is 2 things. 2 major categories. Number 1, we asked them, what are you grateful for 2019? So, the theme of everything is, the theme to get everybody started is what are you thankful for? And Pastor Denny, I know you know this. Every time you start by thinking about your grateful things, nag-iiba yung...
Yeah, nag-positive ka eh. Yeah.
Positive ka. So we start with what are they grateful for? And you'll be surprised. Susulat na lang nila yung time na you spend time with them, na nag-trinoma kayo. So makikita mo ano nasa heart ng mga kids and you can do more of those. So we ask them, what are you grateful for? And what do you look forward to? What are you praying to God for this 2020? So you anchor it to God, not on their own capacity. Anong pinipray mo kay God this 2020? So they write it down. Ikaw naman as parents, matutulungan mo sila on ano ba yung gusto nila. Kunwari, nilagay ng teenager mo, I'm praying for a laptop. Alam mo talaga in their heart, yun yung gusto nila. Now, you work together. You ask Steve C how to make it work. E-commerce kayo. So, yun yung culture eh. How to make it work. Diba sabi nga nila, don't say wala kang pera. You say, how can I make it work? Diba? So, the number 5 will be our grateful list. A grateful list. Grateful list is a simple piece of paper na nakalagay dun, what are you grateful for today? I guess same, no? And what are you praying for today? Ito day-to-day to. So, grateful.
Downloadable yan. Downloadable.
Hindi, it's so simple. It's just a simple page.
Oh, okay.
Nakalagay lang dun, today I thank God for, today I pray to God for, today I was able to honor God and bless others.
Okay.
Ganun lang, isa ka journal.
Nice.
And pinabayad namin para 365 pages.
Oh, okay.
Lang sa Pinoval.
Sa amin, naka-grateful jar kami. Tapos meron kaming mga pieces of paper. Tapos doon lang namin sinusulat. Tapos lagay every day. Try to...
Wow. Yeah. So, those are, I guess...
Makalat yung amin, makalat. Sa inyo, naka-compile na gano'n. Yung jar. Nasaan na yung jar? Sinago yung jar? Gano'n.
Nawawala, So, nakakatawa, Pastor Dennis, no? We just shared 5 techniques. All halos no cost.
Yeah. True.
Ito nga, hindi mo na pinoval lang, pina-photocopy ko lang, pinaka-ring bind. And every night, they end their day writing their grateful list. So it really helps. And nakakatuwa to when you look back, you browse through it, and oh wow. Kayo naman as parents, you will see ano yung nasa heart ng kids.
Yeah.
Ayan.
Yeah, I think one thing that I take home ko dito, no, Carl, is as fathers, we really create the atmosphere in the home. I know moms should play a big part, but then the critical part of the dads in creating that culture and atmosphere at home, it really lies on us and a partnership with our wives so that we can create that yung gusto nating achievable family culture and atmosphere that we have. Maybe last thing, no, Carl, what's your encouragement to all the dads out there?
I guess, yeah, maganda yung sinabi mo, Pastor Dennis, na we are just not dictators in the household. We are part of the family. It's our equal sharing of load. Kumbaga, ano sabi nila, yung let's help our moms carry the burden of the household. Let's be more active. And when you're more active, Pastor Dennis, it makes it more fun. Diba? Parang mas may involvement ka. So, siguro, parting words, I guess, we are also the spiritual head of our family. So, we always put God in the center. The kids look at us, they model us, kung ano ginagawa natin, ano sinasabi natin, how we speak to our wife. So, marami talaga tayong kailangang baguhin, mga daddy. And if there's one takeaway na madaling execute is what you mentioned, Pastor Dennis, yung affirmation. I think a lot of our kids really need to hear affirming words from their dads.
Yes, I totally agree. Carl, where can our listeners and our people watching this follow you? Anong mga social media handle mo so that we can follow you for not just daddy hacks but also real estate mga advice, no? Kasi ikaw ang top, lifeline ko pagdating sa mga ganun. Yeah.
Yeah, just if you wanna reach out to me, facebook.com Spectrum Carl D. That's it.
Spectrum Carl D.
Spectrum Carl D.
All right,
That's
we'll just put that down there so you can go and ask advice kay Carl, right? And maybe follow him on social media. All right, thank you so much, Carl. And to all the men out there, I hope this video has encouraged you, inspired you, not just only to become a better man, but to become a better dad as well. And please do like, subscribe, and share this video to your friends and also to the dads that you know so that they may be equipped and become better men and that they could start acting like a man. God bless you guys. Thank you so much, Carl D. God bless
you. High five.